Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Today is a super special day because we are getting the car tuned. We're heading out to the suburbs today to get this thing tuned by Mikey at N-Spec. If you don't know, I'm a very well-known tuner throughout the US. My setup is just a simple GSR swap bolt-on, so it shouldn't take too long. I'm thinking the car is gonna make somewhere around 150, 155, probably somewhere around there. It's an old engine, it burns oil. Although it has some bolt-ons, I don't think it's gonna make that much power. Then again, it's a trainer car. I'm not looking for it to be fast. I'm looking for me to be fast. So having a slow car that handles fairly well is all I'm looking for. Since the last episode, some things have changed in the car. I finished installing some of the things like the dash, and most of the wiring is pretty much done. I'm just missing the brackets for the switches and the kill switch, so it's just kind of hanging for now. But that's got to get done sometime this week before the track day. Oh, and updates on the track day. I'm actually not going to track day picnic anymore. I will be working the weekend at Gingerman for Miata Meet. I'll be working as tech, inspecting cars that are going to be used out on the track for the weekend. And for a trade-off, I get some track time. So instead of going to track day at Blackhawk, I'll be at Gingerman with this thing, working and also driving and having some fun. Also, a lot of my friends will also be there too, so that's kind of why I decided to switch. But regardless, at the end of the day, I'm still doing a track day. Some changes here, or additions. I've got the tablet mounted on the steering column there. And then my kill switch, it's just kind of hanging for right now, but we're gonna be making brackets so that I can get mounted there. The switch panel, just sitting down there for right now, but that's also gonna get mounted somewhere up here with some brackets. We just still have to 3D print them and get them installed. But other than that, this is what it looks like right now. You guys can see how the ECU turned out and all the wiring up here. Looks pretty solid. I like it a lot. This is gonna be a loud, rattly, long ride to the dyno. I spent last night doing the alignment on the car. I didn't do any filming on it because footage on alignment is pretty boring, so I skipped that part. But I've got the alignment set up here fairly decent. I think up front I have about negative 2.8, negative 2.9, almost 3 degrees of negative camber up front. And then for camber in the rear, I have about 2.5. And I zeroed out the toe for the front and the rear, so this is what it looks like. That's how the alignment setup looks like here. All right, and with traffic, we've got about just shy of an hour drive out to the dyno. Typically it'd be like a 30-minute drive, but because it's Chicago and there's a ton of traffic, it's gonna be about an hour. So I'm gonna start the car and then start to head out there. All strapped in, good to go.
A few moments later.
All right, made it over to Mikey's. That was one of the most uncomfortable drives ever. Anything other than track, this thing is terrible to drive. It was loud, rattly, and uncomfortable, and lots of noises, but I'm here. There's the car. We've got a couple other EGs here. It's a supercharged K-swap EG, just doing a pull after it's tuned there. Met some pretty cool guys here. Got a guy named Erick. This is his white EG. He's basically just built this car for the same reason as me, to learn how to drive, except for he's went all out on it. K-swapped, spherical, full spherical. So he's tuning today also. So Mikey was nice enough to let me pull the tow hooks off of his Integra. I can put it on my car because my car didn't have toe hooks on it from when I bought it. And this is just an easier way to strap the car down on the dyno. So we're gonna throw these on real quick. All right, got the toe hooks installed. There's one there on that side. There's one right down there. So now we can strap the car in on the front and we'll be good. Erick's getting his EG dynoed right now. I'll be up right after that. That's Mikey's Integra, the one I pulled these toe hooks off of. So let's go check out Erick's car. Here's Mikey's K24 17s.
See guys, like, it's the coolest shit. I did like last time that I ran this year, the dude I was tuning was geek.
I was just talking, like, dude, I didn't know him. He was friends. Because he wants me to go to Blackhawk with him next week.
Oh, that's the turkey.
Yeah, and I'm like, what do we gotta pay or what? He's like, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot.
Are you gonna be going, Mikey?
I'm gonna get me out of
I swapped too. I'm going to Miami now too.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I'm working tech with Holly and JR there. So
Good.
From doing that, I'm getting track time.
So where are you staying?
I don't know yet. Haven't figured it out. My
If
buddy.
you need a spot, let me know. I booked a hotel. I'm at Baymont. I arrive on Friday. I have to be okay. So here's how much of a piece of shit I am. I have a remote tune from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Right, which is it pays okay, and it's nothing serious. It's not a heavy hitter, but it's gonna be like a 2 at this hour gig. 9 a.m. Eastern time, so it's like 10 a.m. here. And then I have a Lotus K24, K20, ITB, Link ECU. And that guy is from Detroit. He's like, man, I want to drive to Chicago. And I was like, well, Gingerman's halfway in between. I'll be here this weekend. If you want to set up for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, let me know and I'll make it happen for you. And he booked it without like fully telling me and confirming me because I was thinking if we're going to do Saturday or do Friday, maybe we'll do later in the afternoon or reschedule by any other Friday, whatever.
You're right.
But now, I'm just gonna leave here at the fucking like probably 3 in the morning or something like that and just get down there and sit outside of whatever has Wi-Fi, China Buffet. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's a spot. China Buffet right there.
I have no idea who has Wi-Fi. I'm just gonna like remote tune from inside my car, inside the truck, whatever. And then I have a noon appointment at the time, so I don't know. I don't plan my life too well. Because in my head,
These seems more interesting. Do you think you had?
no sleep. Well, I mean, it'd be fine because Katie got a cruise rolling on Friday. They'll be there like sometime in the morning, so we'll leave up in the afternoon and have dinner or something like that, which you're welcome to join as well if you're going to be down there.
Yeah, I'll be there midday Friday or something like that.
Yeah, I'm going to obviously be there butt crack at dawn, so I have 3 days. I'm trying to do the Integra in stages. I have a goal set in mind of what I need that car to run around that track on that combo the way it sits. Then the 255, give you this much faster. Then splitter wing, and then like final dial in. I just need that car to match up to what my old car used to do. I'm like Al Bundy living in my like football, high school days, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. Like I need to do that again. That's what it comes down to. So. Working at it. The good news is that car already matched or almost matched my back straight speed. So the power weight is like in the ballpark.
With RSX?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
No, when it's NA.
Oh, okay.
When it's NA running its fastest NA ever. The RSX used to go like 118 on the back straight, and I got that car down to 117, and that's possibly with some brake issues.
Damn.
So, it's got the power to weight to do what it's supposed to do. Now I just have to like learn how to make it turn the wheel and make it wrap around, kind of go straight. I gotta figure out like how to dial on these shocks. I don't know the albums.
Yeah.
It's all kinds of dumb shit, but that's just my life.
I was able to get some Ibach 2-ways or external reservoir.
Oh, yeah, they're pro.
Yeah, the Pro. Yeah.
Some
And I was like, you know what? That's probably way too much suspension for anything that I'm gonna do.
No, like I'm just learning. And
Yeah, yeah. But I'm like, it's a good deal, but do I need that? Nah, I just.
Yeah, and they don't make it anymore.
They're
either.
used too, so
So
one needed to be revalved.
I don't know if they fully support them anymore or not.
So are you going there for track support or actually driving?
So Calzada is like, hey man, can you just drive at the event? And I was like, okay. I was like, so you need me an instructor? What do you want me to do? He's like, no. He's like, he's just like, look, man, because we put a lot of time into the track car, into like the shop car.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, do me a favor, just come to the track and like just drive, instruct the group, help out whoever needs help, whatever. Just be there for support. He's like, I just want you to drive.
Like, all right, say no more.
All right.
I'll be there.
I was like, fine, all right, you know, like, because we spent Monday at CGI with the red white car.
Uh-huh.
Got it down pretty good. We have trim pot switches on the car, so the lowest power makes it around like 450. Click 2 is like 480 maybe, and then click 3 is like 510. And it's all like strategic. Like on kill, we're probably gonna spit the rods in the block. It makes 400 foot-pounds by like 3,700.
Holy
Something
shit.
stupid.
God damn.
Yeah, so that's how we went out the first time. And the car wasn't drivable. The ABS wasn't working, the blip shift wasn't working yet, and whatever. So we spent last Sunday going over everything. Like, make sure it all works, make sure everything like operates, like be real picky with the car. I just wanted to be able to like push a button, start the car, and like not have to flip the throttle, touch anything.
Mm-hmm.
And it runs like a stock car now.
That's
Like
awesome.
it sounds like a stock 2012 SI in the pad, just sitting there. But I think he got the car down to like a low 33 maybe in testing. So a little more development, it'll get faster and faster. Like it's down to a point now where he's got enough confidence he could like bomb the last marker on the back straight. He's doing like a $140 and just jam on the brake and clutches in, flips form, and the ABS is like doing its thing. It's so cool to see.
That is really cool. Yeah.
It's so cool to see a car that's like that hardcore do as many laps as it can before it runs out of gas. So like dude, his team put that car together flawlessly. So it's it just goes out to testing product. So
Yeah.
the K Miata line is always track tested, and
All those cars do great.
yeah, and
All the Kimiatas.
Yeah.
they like
From what I've heard, yeah.
like the BRZ, like he
That
put
too.
it together, made it work, and they beat the dog shit out of it.
That's what I heard. They're just doing like track day after track day after track day after track
Then they
day.
went to AMP, then they went to NCM, then they went back to NCM, then I don't know, they've been everywhere. So now it's torn apart for finalizing, but there was no breakage. No wear, no breakage. So that's always like huge plus.
That's crazy. Just checked ignition timing again, just to make sure. Mike is setting the car up on the dyno here.
You have to guess where VTEC is.
Guess where VTEC is?
Yeah, guess where VTEC is.
Oh wow, that made a lot more than I thought it was gonna make. 174. Do you have it at what, 53, 54? The dip?
No.
Or is it right before the dip?
Where's the dip?
The dip is right at...
Give me an RPM that you think it's at.
The dip is at... Oh no, it's not a dip. It flattens out.
Yeah, it's like a resonance bump is all it is. Like when intake length gets to a certain point, like sometimes you'll get like a small bump.
Got it.
Like if intake is longer, the bump will move.
I don't know, where do you have it set? Is it 5,000? Lower?
50.
Oh really?
You can see it. Look real close.
Yeah, I see it now. Do you typically see a VTEC activation point that low?
You're not supposed to. That's
No?
like part of the dial, and it should be butter smooth. Obviously, like with a larger camshaft, and sometimes different manifolds, different intakes, you can't do it just because it's the way the volume works. But small camshaft and this specific combo that's really good. Like this combo is just known to work.
Got it.
That bump in the middle actually, because you have what, a high tech style.
The header?
Yeah.
It's a Skunk 2 Alpha. That's all it is.
So yeah, it's a high. It's pretty much it's almost the same.
Got it.
All those headers are known to do that. They
I see.
always do like a mid the header that doesn't do that is the Toda style.
I see.
Right before I build everything else up. So the early hits we did was just cruising, making sure I have good throttle response, gas miles, so on and so forth. The secret to it is I've done like 1,000 of these, so like you're kind of
Yeah, I figured.
starter, right? So you do your low hit and kind of wind up towards 6 grand, make sure everything's good, clean, you're bringing it for everything it's worth. Then you start introducing high cam, and you start just massaging it down until the curve is like butter, and then that's it.
I see. 174 and 131. All right, just like that, we're all done with the dyno. Thanks to Mikey for letting me use his tow hooks. We are back on his car now, so with him, and we're out. All right, just like that, I am back at the garage. I'm moving the cars around right now. Overall, really good day. Got the car tuned by Mikey. Mikey did an amazing job. I got a lot more power than I was expecting. For some reason, I was expecting somewhere around 150, 160, around there, because the engine is tired. As you guys can see in the video, burning a ton of smoke on this thing. I think it calls for a rebuild sometime over the winter. We'll see how that goes. I think this is a good starting point. I met some really cool people while at the dyno. Shout out to those guys. They had some immaculate builds, way better than mine. It was a real treat to see some other EGs out there. Like 2 other EGs there at the same time, so it was really cool. But other than that, that does it for this video. The next video you guys are gonna watch is most likely gonna be the track day video. That is this coming up weekend. I can't wait for it. It's gonna be a good time. Hopefully I'm not burning too much oil where they kick me off the track, but I can only hope, right? So with that said, if you guys want to stay up to date with the channel and the build here, go ahead and consider subscribing. Like the video if you guys like the video, and throw some comments down below if you guys have any questions or comments or anything really. Lastly, just a shout out to Mikey from Mspec Tuning, one of the best tuners around the area, if not in the US or in the world. I don't know, but he's great at what he does. Again, he pulled out a whole bunch of power in this power plant that I didn't know was even there. So until then, I will see you guys all in the next video.